Obviously, you're not a golfer.
You want a toe? I can get you a toe. Believe me. There are ways, dude. You don't want to know about it, believe me.
Yeah, but Walter...
Hell, I can get you a toe by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish.
That rock really tied the room together, did it not?
You know it did. It's cold over here. It's always cold on this side.
It's always that side.
It's cold in here.
Hey,
There must be some Eastwood in the atmosphere.
it's pretty good. You've been watching Teen Witch. Welcome to this podcast. Really ties the room together on WDBX 91.1, beautiful downtown Carbondale. That's my dog Molly. She was quiet until I just started talking. Quiet down, little girl. How you doing out there, Carbondale, in the midnight hour? How you doing, YouTube? If you enjoy the show, don't forget to hop on YouTube, watch us over there, or get on wherever podcasts are available. My name is Joseph Eastwood Fresh. Welcome to the show. With me, as usual, is the man James Koppel, and back, our old buddy, 20 and 21. Will it return? We don't know. He said he's got some serious information. Doc Woolridge, the learned man, is back.
Okay.
And I asked him, did it have to do with Summer D? Because that Summer D is going away.
No, I just want to give a
talking
shout
about.
out to Jumpin' James Jenkins.
Oh, yeah.
Who passed away here last week. He was our principal. And I don't know, we were talking about it behind the scenes over last week, and I guess the quick thing to say is, you know, when someone dies, there's this tendency to like glorify him and overlook what a piece of SH
I instantly started making bad jokes when you told me.
But he was always good to me, and it's like everyone I've talked to said the same thing, so I don't feel like I have to pretend. But he
always
was
tried
like 78 or something.
Yeah.
So he had a good run.
Yeah.
But,
Especially
bummer.
for if you've seen him, you'd be like, yeah, he did have a good run.
His lifestyle was similar to
He
ours.
always tried to catch me out there in the old smoking section. Failed miserably every time.
Yeah.
Like guys would literally just cup their cigarettes in their hand, and he'd be
Right.
like, "How's it going, boys? Doing all right?" And they'd be like, "Yep, doing good."
cold over here.
So do you think he wasn't trying that hard, as long as you weren't putting it in his face?
I think
Because
that's
my
exactly
senior
it.
year,
I think
he
so.
came around the corner and I was sitting in my truck with a cigarette.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had it in my mouth, and he walked
did
up and just started talking to me like nothing was happening. It was like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, here we go again. I'm getting in a fight with Bed Elva. And all of a sudden he's like, well, I guess I'm going to go over there and make sure no one's smoking on the other side. I'm like, I got a camel in my hand, man. Anyway, R.I.P.
I had some stolen library books. He threatened me that I couldn't graduate unless I brought those books back.
You stole library books?
I didn't steal them. I just never took them back. There's a difference.
There's a Seinfeld episode all
I
about
never
that.
graduated. I can't read.
And I never learned to read.
They were all picture books.
Yeah, I just recognized the picture.
Where's Frisch? Anyway, thank you for that.
Yes, you guys want to know about the Summer D?
What is Summer D?
I really thought you were talking
Summer
about
D
Summer D.
makes me feel fine.
It did.
Blowing.
You'll have to look up Summer D. It's a condition. I can't believe you guys don't know.
Is it stank?
Take advantage of the Summer D.
Is that what it means? It stank?
No, because temperatures are warmer, the cellular tissue expands, and you just have a fluffier D than normal in the summertime.
Well,
I would have noticed that had I been able to see it.
All right, we're
Intricate
doing.
system of mirrors to.
all of a sudden I'm thinking
Oh, I see it.
in Rings
Summer
of Power,
D, it's real.
there's a whole thing where you have to watch the dwarves figure out how to get light down to grow their garden. This is what you're talking about.
Summer D.
Ballin' needed to see his ballin', if you know what I'm talking about.
Penis stone. Sorry.
And the lights will twinkle on the penis stone when the winter comes.
Easy there, Eddie.
Legolas will return to the halls of gold for the penis stone. All right, we're doing Teen Witch.
Oh,
Hey, guess what, y'all? As you can see, the dude's not here. It's Nosferatu himself.
Yes. Ooh.
Hashtag Nosferatu. The new movie looks. Oh, have you seen the trailer for the
I
movie?
have.
It looks. I'm a huge fan of the director, and I'm stoked about it.
Harvey
Speaking
Weinstein?
of, yes, Harvey Weinstein took up directing. He got outed of the producing game. He was like, you know what? I get behind the camera.
Got blacklisted there, so you went to
Tarantino can do this. I can do it too. What are we drinking today, Mr. Koppel? Brought in
Four
some
Walls, baby.
Four Walls, which is the Always Sunny guys whiskey.
Yeah.
How do you rate it?
It's not bad. It really, for a blend like it is, it's
Not great.
it's not upper echelon, no.
No,
but
it's no Cuddy Sark.
It's
It's no Pop-Off vodka.
no, it's not.
Evan Hill.
Yeah, what did you say earlier? There's no JB rare.
Yeah, we don't want the regular JB. We want the rare. Okay? It's just,
Is that when it's topless, totally naked?
it's got to be your whiskey, dude.
Keep looking up. It's got to be your whiskey.
All right.
All right, what are we doing? We're doing Teen Witch 1989 cult classic. What do you think the budget was on
Never gonna be
the same again? Never gonna be. What do you think the budget was on Teen Witch?
$6-7.
I would say, I'm going to guess it's pretty high, really.
I'm gonna guess 10 million.
A little bit.
I'm going to guess
That's
it's-
way high.
I'm going to guess.
Oh, is it? I thought
Yeah, I was gonna
90s
say
maybe
about,
that would be reasonable.
About 5-6, but
2.5.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it wasn't a lot, but it was also
Adjusted for
in
today, that'd
89.
be what?
12,
It's a little
14
bit
million?
for what it is.
I mean, there's a lot of.
What is it?
You give me 2.5. I can come up with something better than this.
Well, they
Spoilers.
Rappers aren't cheap.
That's true, especially good white ones. How much you think it made? It cost 2.5.
So it
What
cost
did it make?
2.5.
Box office.
So- and this
Instantly,
came out at 89.
How much did it
89.
make? How much did it make instantly, or how much did it make on DVD?
No, I think go
way
like
after?
in its time. Go in its time.
No,
before it
yeah, it's
becomes-
just it was just domestic. It didn't
because
become
this made way more later. with,
I'm gonna say it made more than you think because we all used to go watch crappy movies.
That is true.
I'm gonna say 20.
I think you're high. I think I'm thinking 12.
See that up close. 12 million.
Yeah.
Rob, would you say 20?
20.
Sorry, I'm having a little audio issue. Make sure 20. Rob, you almost got it. Add a 7 and deduct a bunch of millions. $27,000.
Oh man!
I've made more
man.
selling CDs. This movie made.
I've made more sale and CDs.
It's true.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Dear God,
hang on.
$27,000.
It made $27,000. Okay, in '89, what was a movie ticket? Like a couple bucks.
$1.99.
Okay, so let's say $2.
So does that clearing so it made its money back that they invested plus 27,000 or
it lost
How much money did it make?
$2,400,073.
It made $27,000.
Yes, 27.8.
If we go at $2 a ticket, that means 13,500 people went and saw it in the theater.
That's not very big.
That's not a lot. That's less than the population of Mount Vernon. Okay.
National. That includes Canada as well, by the way.
Wow.
that couldn't have been released nationwide. That had to have been select theaters only.
I think it said it was
Dude, I think they
nationwide.
put it out in every theater they could multiple times a day.
What was out with it? That's
All
the
right.
thing.
Are you seriously going to just argue that something trumped how crappy this was?
Forever on the radio. Yeah, there's actually a couple good movies.
Okay, what came out?
Do you want to
this
get to
time?
the
That's
ins
a good
and outs,
question.
or do you want to get to the actors? Let's do the ins and outs. Time
Yeah.
for the ins and outs. Teen Witch. A lot of ins, a lot of outs. Here we
That's
go.
interested parties.
Number one song. What do you think the number one song was? 1989.
Oh,
April
Never Gonna Be.
28th. The same.
I'm
again.
hot, you're not.
It's by Madonna.
No, well,
Yeah, I was
Seriously,
going to say
89?
Madonna.
Madonna. Controversial video.
Oh, Like a Prayer.
Yep.
Like a Prayer. Next was the Bangles with
Hazy Shade of Winter.
This Eternal
Flame, It's Raga, not Bob Shop Raga.
and Church on Cumberland Road was on
the hell is
Country Church.
Church?
Gotta get to church on Cumberland
Cumberland
Road.
I wasn't listening to that stuff.
stuff.
I was listening to good stuff like,
Something like that. Like
Winger.
living on.
She's only 17.
My hair's in a rat's nest. I look like hell.
There you go.
Half
There
a
we
lot
go.
of hot. I just got it down.
Sorry, I had to pause a moment.
Number one show.
Cosby.
You know it's Cosby. Followed by Roseanne. Followed by Cheers. AFV, Wonder Years. Number one movie. Here you go. Here's what was playing in the.
Give us a hint.
How do I? Somebody just died. That was a major character in it. And
Ghost.
And he uses his voice so expertly in the movie. There's one constant throughout America: baseball.
Oh, Field of Dreams.
yeah.
Field of Dreams was number one. Field of Dreams, Pet Cemetery was number two.
God, I hate that movie.
Oh, I love that man.
The tendon slice.
Just for the old man's voice alone.
Yeah.
Old man, take a look at my life.
I yelled really not allowed to got no voice. Major League. was
Oh, I
in
love
there.
that movie.
Canine
I did not love that movie.
and The Dream Team. I had an ex that loved The Dream Team. We watched that movie on repeat.
You should have broken up with her immediately.
I did. I gave her some of that Summer D, and I got out of there.
Summer
All right. This movie stars
Nobody.
Robin Lively, who's in Teen Witch.
Throwing the term stars around pretty loosely.
That's true. That's true.
Karate Kid 3. She was in a couple episodes of
and
Doogie Howser.
she's in
Twin Peaks.
Cobra Kai now.
Oh,
She's come
okay.
back as like a sister that
From
her
another,
sister
fun.
ended up marrying Daniel years later.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
Zelda Rubinstein, of course, everybody knows her from Poltergeist.
I liked her better in Poltergeist.
Of course.
I love her though.
I kept
Like,
calling her Poltergeist in the notes.
her range and her acting, like she plays so many different
she does.
types of characters.
I was thinking that too. It's like,
Huh?
she was, of course, Poltergeist. She was in 16 Candles.
She was in 16
Yeah.
Candles at the church.
Yep. Picket Fences. And I didn't know this. She was the voice of the Skittles in the Taste the Rainbow campaigns for years. Taste the Rainbow. I think she was that.
Was it that or was it the whisper? Taste the rainbow.
Maybe it was that.
The fact you remember that scares me.
This was originally written as, any guesses? It was written as
I know this already.
Oh, shit. All right.
Written as like a TV show.
No,
No,
as
no.
a sequel to a female version.
It's actually
sequel.
written right here.
It was Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
I
it's
almost
a
said Teen Witch.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Witch. Teen
You mean
Wolf.
like the Michael J. Fox
Yes,
one?
yeah,
it was
yeah.
written
Supposed to be-
as a female version of Teen Wolf.
And then they end up
rewrote
rewriting it into a Teen Witch.
It might have been better had they done it the other way.
It couldn't have been worse.
It couldn't have been worse. That's
No.
true. That's true.
Mandy Inkbar. I don't know who even that is. Oh, I think that's the. She became a yoga instructor. Yep. She's a yoga instructor to the stars. Oh, she was on. I know her from Cheers because she's Carla's daughter. She has a reoccurring role. Because every time I watch,
Is
this
she the one
movie-
who tops that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So every time I watch this movie, I thought, why do I know her from something else? It's
So is
because
that Danny
she's,
DeVito's daughter too? No. I didn't know if that was.
No. It's just she played her.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in real life and the show.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. My
the
fault.
physical.
It's she's
It's
there.
similar.
Yeah.
Charles in Charge. Dan Gauthier.
Charles in charge.
Is he the brother?
He's the Dan. No, I forgot the brothers. didn't
I hate-
write 'em
dude,
down.
I hate
that
that
dude,
kid.
I've
Every
hated-
movie he's in, I hate him.
How did he keep getting those roles?
I
Because
don't know because he's so ugly and they cast him as a weirdo.
I thought he was great in it. I thought he was the best thing in the movie.
Well, that is not saying anything.
His line delivery is just so perfect. Everything it says.
I don't know. It's
Get away from me. He's like a 1930s gangster.
He absolutely
inserted
is.
into a.
But I don't understand. But
You'll
it's like that
never.
in every movie.
Nobody wants to date ya. You're a dog. Like it's great. I'm like this kid.
That brought back. I
makes the
can't believe
movie.
how much we used to insult people by calling them dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
I forgot all
You're a
about that.
Dog. Nobody wants ya. He was in Son-in-Law. Oh, Brad, the guy that plays Brad. He's in Son-in-Law. Hey, listen to this one. I wrote this one down. He's in a movie called Excessive Force 2. Force on Force.
Oh my God, who came
that
up
real?
with that?
Force on Force.
By the way, I just like when we got into ages last night. Yes, he was 26 or 28 playing an 18-year-old in that film.
Yep. All right, that's about it. Dorian Walker.
You didn't bring up though that one of the hot mean girls was also a hot mean girl in Can't Buy Me Love.
Oh, that's right. That is true. I did have that.
She looks like Raquel
I skipped
Darrian.
it.
Yeah.
The director was Dorian Walker.
Is she one of the
A
hottest
movie
ever?
called American Drummer Boy. That's about it.
Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
All I can find. All right, let's get into it. Teen Witch.
Oh, let's do.
What a movie it was.
Should we do that or should we talk about Raquel Daring?
Who's that now?
Because I'm down for either.
I don't know who it is.
There was an adult film star in the late 80s, early 90s named
You brought
Raquel
it up.
Daring.
I'm just
And
Okay.
she was quite fetching, like stupidly fetching.
maybe the most unbelievable.
And
ever.
so that girl I'm talking about who's in Can't Buy Me Love in this like looks a lot like her. And so Koppel's saying we should talk about Raquel Daring instead of this crap movie.
Oh no, because what's more sexy than this intro? Slow-mo dancing on top of a building where I'm pretty sure it was a real building. And they
I
were
was
like,
waiting for
"You'll
Lisa
be okay."
Lisa or somebody to come through and
Yeah.
the Colt Jam.
I was scared, like legit worried for them because they're on top of a real building.
Yeah.
There's no green screens. They're like, "Hey, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're kids. You got
Just
good
get up
balance.
there on the edge of this building and dance in high heels." The guy's trying to do a Swayze.
Yeah. The whole
Thing.
thing
Even
was
had the
very,
hair like Swayze.
the whole thing was
failed.
very Cruise Swayze mix. Yeah.
You know what I thought
It
was
was.
great
It was crazy. Cruisy.
I really want to shout out to the cinematographer because he
for how
had
everything was
this
just
genius
in
idea to
focus.
go, let's do a shadow. We'll shoot the shadow, not the people. Mind blowing.
Oh, I thought you meant
mind blowing.
his idea that he was like, you know what? Let's not worry about actually focusing on anything.
What you don't know is he thought it was in focus the whole time. He was shocked to find out that wasn't focus.
Yeah, you forgot his readers that day.
It's like every day.
And by the way,
Every shot, I was like,
is it me?
Where is the focus?
is it me or did that opening go on for like
Oh, yeah.
10,
Oh, it was
20
long.
minutes? Like I felt
It was
like
long.
it
It was
just
long.
wouldn't stop.
Blowing wind. Her
Like a
dress
summer D. It was long.
It was summer D, that's right. It was a little thicker than normal.
Oh boy.
There's wind blowing her scarves around. It's basically a music video.
Is it me or did the
Rooftop
scarf
romance.
seem 35 feet long at one point, and then it was really just kind of a normal scarf?
That's shadows.
Well,
that's the shadow
that's the
artistic
shadow.
effects.
Cinema-
Shadows.
Cinematographer.
That's
knew
exactly
what he
what
Shout
it
out to John Prine
That's right.
in the Teen Witch. Teen
Teen
Witch.
Witch. Teen Witch.
Movie.
He'd be proud.
Probably his favorite movie.
It's them dancing, like I said. It's horrible. They're on a rooftop, and it's never going to be the same again. Never going to be. Which they play a couple times in this movie. What do you think? So is this a
Always
musical?
too
First
many.
of all,
It is. It's
is this a musical?
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
It didn't have enough songs in it to be a musical,
Absolutely.
did it?
Had a
Yeah.
lot of dance numbers in it.
Yeah.
There's only one, like, they're not necessarily singing at you, which I think doesn't make it a musical.
I think it is.
But
I mean, because we have. Okay, so we
I could
have.
go either way, to be honest with you. I'm not sure.
Never gonna be.
Grease 2, they
Boys
didn't sing
Song.
at anyone.
That's true.
But they
You have
did
the
more songs.
You have the rappers, so that
No,
the
you're
rappers
forgetting
have-
rap. This is a song. That's
Yeah, and he actually had 2 or 3 raps, actually.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's a
There's
musical.
multiple raps in it. There's the
Well,
I Like Boys.
There's multiple times where they find words that rhyme. I'm not sure I'm comfortable calling it rapping.
Hey, who's the hip hop aficionado here?
And you're calling that?
That would probably be me.
Riz is rolling over in his grave. He's not even dead
I
yet.
was gonna say RZA. Dr. Dre spinning in his grave, man.
Diddy's in his
Baby
jail
oil.
cell.
Diddy's in his baby oil. Spinning around. How much money did he spend on baby oil? Did you see it?
I know.
We're recording at a different time, so intern Kyle's
was
not
like-
here to look
How
up.
many bottles were there? There were like
It was-
1,000.
it
or-
was
Like a
something insane.
10,000. Literally, it's something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was like 64. I think it was like 64,000 or something.
Have you seen the cut-ups now where they're putting?
Can you imagine
when
the
Dave
slide
Chappelle
you
was a
could have
black
made down
president, and he's like, "Oil? What you talking about? The fucking about oil, bitch?" And he runs off. You know, you're gonna have to edit some of that. Sorry, I probably whispered it.
I don't think you were here.
Anyway, okay.
Did
We're
he,
on at
did he
midnight.
like slides down the yard?
That's
down
what
the
I
hill?
heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Get out baby oil.
I want some Vietnamese
Good
breast
for you.
milk.
We're introduced to the brothers. These guys don't like him. I thought he made the movie. He's got a. He's underneath their bed eating chocolate cake. That's how
Creepy.
He's introduced.
But is he doing that?
Into
Is
the
that
movie.
why he's under his sister's
Yeah,
bed?
because I got some questions.
It's true. I don't know.
After last movie.
He yells at. That's true. Oh man. Did you
Wait a
watch
minute.
White Fire, buddy?
Did you watch it?
I never heard of it. White Fire.
It's a show we did a couple episodes ago.
Well, I'm behind. I got to listen to YouTube. I usually listen on the way up here, but today I was listening to
Not us.
no. I was listening to I got stuck in a loop where I'm realizing now that all metal bands just cover old songs. They no longer write their own. And I was listening to
You're not speaking of Five Finger Death Punch, are you?
them and like 5 other bands. Like, hey, here's a thought. Let's just take Over the Mountain by Ozzy. Let's just make it.
I don't.
Okay, sorry.
So what were you listening to?
That I got stuck in this loop of listening to this crap.
That's not good.
Because I was like, they're just doing cover. It's all anybody does. Anyway.
It's bad. Turn it off, man.
No.
We'll get back to the brother. We like to break up the movies with a little fun. Since Doc is here, I'll listen to that.
I feel like I'm in Yellowstone.
Very well.
Hey, that's a good call. Hey, we take a little break. Since Doc is here, I thought we haven't done it in a long time. It was more of a 20 and 21 thing, but we're going to have some Fritzman files. coming up
Nice.
here.
God.
I think just one of them.
Is
though,
it
looks like.
back? I thought that ended. I thought that Fritzman's files had disappeared.
Well, here's the thing: is you never know because there's so many.
They came back in some of Diddy's footage.
No.
It's in the indictment papers.
I was over at Diddy's house the other day.
I met a young man named Diddy. I can't do his voice.
I met a young man named Bieber.
All right, here he comes. This is my great-grandfather recorded audio diary.
Smithers L. Fritzman here. Just the other day, I was breaking my morning fast when
remember
the
this one.
most unpleasable waitress asked me, first of all, you might want to know how I know she's unpleasable. Because I slept in the same bed with her for 2 years. Anyway, this waitress came over and asked me if I would like any orange juice with my meal. Let me tell you, friends, Fritzman may not have the greatest track record when it comes to this sort of thing. I may not have been the greatest guy in the world, but let me tell you, painting Jews orange and having them dance around in orange face just for my amusement, well, that's a bridge too far.
Oh, we finally found something you can't do.
Watch a Jewish fella in his orange face dancing around, doing a little tap dance, singing Mr. Bojangles. Sounds like a goddamn good time to me.
Wait.
Doing a little orange face dance for me.
I thought he was
There you go.
against
Yeah, he was against
Come
it.
on, orange face. Let me hear those tap shoes sing. I'll be sitting here saying, dance, orangey, dance.
Talking about Trump?
Second thought, I might try it. I might try it next time. It actually sounds really fun.
He's talked himself into
I'll
it.
have some orange juice. By the way, Schmizmo, I've got a bad case of fleas down there. If you know what I'm saying.
Shins.
Listen, myself and
Toes.
Boz Skaggs were having a contest to see who could grow the most impressive mane of pubic hair. Fritzman was the victor, and to the victor goes the spoils, and also, apparently, the pubic fleas.
Pubic
They're
fleas.
starting to feud with the crabs down there, Schmizmo.
I was
There could
confused,
be
but-
trouble. We got turmoil down there, Schmizmo. Call in the Pinkerton. Get the gangbusters.
There it is.
It's a civil war down there, Schmizmo. The cannons are going off right now. I can hear them. Where's Lincoln when you need him? Oh, no! The real battle of Bunker Hill is starting. Schmizmo!
I was confused. I thought pubic fleas were crabs.
That's what I was getting ready to say,
Two
and then I
different
found out
species.
no, they're 2 different species.
So orange juice, he's against. Is what I'm getting out of that.
Well, he was against it. It seems like he misunderstood what the drinkable orange juice was.
Yeah.
And I heard, I don't know, I heard something about orange juice. It might cost Trump the election, according to him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
is it on the loose?
He talked himself into it by the end, which is not good.
Can I
He was
ask you
against
to-
it, which I was like, all right. It's the first good thing he's ever done.
Yeah, that didn't last long. I have a question about the phlegm. I want to ask you too. Was it shocking to you at the end of the film when we find out that the Teen Witch is actually very attractive and has an incredible figure.
Oh man, it was.
I was shocked because I thought she was
yeah.
fat and dumpy the whole movie
The whole
with the
time.
giant
So nerdy, geeky.
six sizes too big clothes they hit her in.
Her
the
hair
entire
was
thing.
her hair was just frumpy.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to do a side pony or top cone pony.
no. She needed witchcraft for that.
They were like, your fat Uncle Lou died. Do you want this overcoat he used to wear in winter? She was like, yeah, that'll do. It's cold over here again.
You need that coat.
I do. I need that coat. Yeah, it's the classic. By this time, wasn't this trope just so played out of like
Oh yeah.
of the it's
Hence the $27,000.
$27,000.
Yeah. There's not a single scene in this movie that isn't so cringy.
You're right. Everything is like a after school special.
Is it me or the nerd?
The brother,
the nerdy
the brother
cousin?
saves it. That's it. Oh, the rapey.
He just like molests her, sexually
Yeah.
assaults her in the car.
Yeah, well,
more or less.
And we're supposed to go like, okay, and then she talks about it later. She's like, oh, it was no big deal.
He was
handled
harmless. He was harmless.
It. Yeah, it was harmless. I think that's
'cause,
literally the quote. yes.
Brad says he had way too much, or something like that. He was out of his mind. He says, "There's a sexy intro. It was just a dream. She's in love with." Here's the story. She's in love with Brad. She goes. How about Rob? You ever do a Mr. Weaver to your students?
I do not, but he is the judge from Boston Legal.
Yep.
Who what is it he says? Like, I don't want, and he had some strange, like, hippity hoppity or whatever.
Yeah.
It's something stupid. But I just thought it was hilarious that it's him. No. And by the way, I love that after he stripped in front of his students, he was allowed back to teach like,
Yes,
the next
he was
day.
just back there. He was the chaperone.
I don't see any issue with how he teaches.
So you would take a student's personal letter and read it
They
aloud.
did it
to
all the time
class.
in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yeah. If you had a note and Stricker got a
Yeah,
hold of it,
they'd
he'd
make
read
the-
that shit right out loud. He did.
Yeah. Hey, Jamie, cost you $5. Get up here and read your note.
Now, that must have been a grade
That was
school
Scrivener.
reference.
That was
Okay.
Scrivener.
Yeah, script. Yeah, I was gonna.
No, I was
say
thinking
that.
it was Stricker, the
It was 5
math teacher.
What were the
Yeah.
what were the points? The
I don't remember.
what were they called? But it was like basically if
Conduct code,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
conduct.
conduct points.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I
Scrivener,
didn't even attend, and I
so
figured that
Scrivener
out.
would be like, "Hey, Jamie, cost you $5." What the fuck? I'm sharpening my pencil. Sorry. Yeah.
oh,
We're on midnight. Don't. Hey, WGBX listeners, don't turn us in. I edit that out. Edit machine's broken.
Edit what?
Edit machine. Yeah. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What you talking about, Willis?
Conduct points,
Teacher's
man.
name Buck.
Wow.
We have a great school scene, opening scene of the rappers singing high school blues.
Yeah.
Because who knows about the high school blues like these white boys? And they're singing the song as we see like a bunch of bikers and stuff all over the school. He
Yeah.
rhymes fool with blues. No, that's not even a second. That's not even a third
That's
rhyme.
not a half rhyme.
This isn't
that's
mumble
a
rap,
soft
yeah.
rhyme. That's nothing. Yeah.
It literally says, "Don't be a fool. I got the high school blues." Like, dude. Anyway, the teacher is real ass. He reads her letter. She's in love with Brad. That's all the letter says. The whole school.
Well, she
knows
has
it.
a little bit of a saucy dream about him kissing on her.
Well,
But yes,
yeah,
yes,
she does.
yes.
Later, he will kiss on her in a murder house. Like that's what I refer to it as. Like, this is
Yeah.
a serial killer's
Yeah.
hideout
There was
here.
I was waiting for Leatherface to walk in with a
Fairly
chainsaw.
sure he is a serial killer.
I think he is,
All
too.
of the out of the way.
He seems like
places he
a
just takes
Stephen
women.
King character, you
Yeah.
know, out of place.
Let's go in this rowboat out in the middle of nowhere in this pond.
Hey, do you think they banged? You know that scene where they're kissing? It
100%.
gets pretty intimate.
Like,
it kind of
in-
pulls away. Are we supposed to be like
No,
they did the deed, or they just did the heavy kissing?
This movie's so innocent.
I think in real life,
I think they just killed.
They banged. I think in the movie,
in
we're
the-
not
yes.
supposed to think.
They cut
Okay.
away, and the director was like, "All right, cut," and they were like, "You guys can leave."
Okay,
Or
I
stay.
just-
We don't care.
Because
This is
I
hap-
watched it.
this
I
is
was like,
happening.
I think they're trying to keep
Fritzman
this
here.
PG.
I was on the set of Teen Witch the other day.
I may have not put something in the drinks of some young people.
I thought it'd be hilarious.
Turned
Little did I
out,
know, 14-year-olds were.
Do you know what we're gonna
turned
get?
out a Spanish fly actually
I got
works.
$20 that says we're going to get a Frischman recording sometime in the next month. We're going to find out he founded Bad Boy Records. You wait, it's going to happen. I called
You
it.
never know.
Teacher guy. Then we go to the locker room. You're like, hey, ladies in a locker room. This is gonna be fun.
Lacey was like, is this what high school boys think actually happens?
Yeah.
And I was like, is this not?
Absolutely.
I'm 40
The only
something
thing
years old.
I
and
thought
still
was
think-
missing was pillows and showers
and baby oil.
and baby oil. Diddy.
Diddy bought
Diddy.
it all. By the way, really.
By the way, anytime I see baby oil or feel baby oil in life, you're F you if you like baby oil and rubbing it on ladies. And F you if you like the porns of people rubbing baby oil on ladies. I don't like it. It upsets me in so many ways. That's just me. That's just me personally.
Not on Frisch's watch.
Not on Frisch's watch. You bring baby oil around here.
I mean, I'm not
Coconut oil?
necessarily an anti.
I'm anti. As soon as some baby oil.
You better be so glad I'm censoring myself right now because I can bring up Mountain Dew real hard. Right?
Soon as baby oil. No, I just mean like
That'd be a weird.
the only thing I mean is like you'll see like boobs, right?
Just diet at least.
And the immediate move is let's oil up them boobs. You can't
I
grip.
feel like
you can't
you've watched a lot of
You
this.
can't grip anything with oil. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you. I've never used baby oil. I really haven't. I find it.
Oh yeah,
No, it's a little freaky.
it's really
Not
freaky.
freaky in a good way. It's a little weird.
It's
Because it has the word
weird.
baby in it.
There's like it's baby.
That I didn't even think about that. Now you've made it even worse. Oh, by the way,
I don't
just
believe
want
I've
to say
ever
this.
used it. But
Once you use it, you can't. There's no.
you can't put it
There's no
back.
coming back.
You
Your
can't
mouth-
put it back in
yeah.
the bottle. What?
Once you use it, it's over. Like that's nothing.
It's like a genie.
I will tell you one thing that happened at that locker room that I
if
firmly
it touches
believe.
the summer D, then summer D ain't touching some other things.
I firmly believed, and I like that the movie proved this to me, that at any given time, women in a locker room will jump up on top of the lockers and have synchronized choreographed dancing.
Right.
I always assumed this happened
Yeah,
in locker rooms.
and it's proven. So
Well, I mean, like, it's one of those things where, what? Oh. So, I mean, and by the way, what was with the skin tight purple unitard bathing suit things they were all wearing?
What was with that?
Jesus Christ, you guys are savages. Hi, I'm Robbie Woolridge.
I love baby.
You guys still talking about me?
Is this the kind of professionalism you guys bring to this show? Because in 2021, this would never happen. You guys wouldn't last a day on 2021. Not a day on it.
Take it out.
Never gonna be the same again.
Never gonna be.
Stop that.
Exactly. Please stop that shit.
No, I did it.
What you did?
Don't worry about it. I'll get it. Keep talking about the song there. It's sealed.
I got to be honest with you. I never really thought about what was going
like
on in a
boys.
women's locker room. I can honestly say in high school that was the least interesting thing.
I'm not going
on
to
my
say I
mind.
never wondered what happened in there, but it wasn't like it was a passing
I
thought.
saw it once and it scared me.
The only thing I ever thought of is, and how do I say this really delicately because I like the man I'm getting ready.
What happened?
I was always trying to wonder.
Why are you putting booze there?
Trying to cool it off over here.
Oh,
I always like felt bad for Coach Estes. You know what I mean? Because he's a male coach.
Oh, yeah, I
doing
felt
high
terrible
school
for him.
No, I mean like because you know like I would want to walk in and say something, but you always gonna be like, oh my god, is everybody? I don't know. That was about as far as my thoughts went into that. But I always believed deep down they were dancing on top of the lockers and singing. That I did believe.
In aerobics gear.
Purple bathing suit unitard
Skin tight,
things.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
now why is what's her name? Louise?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Where's the trap? I want to sample the trap. Oh, is it over
it's
there?
over there on the bar.
Oh, well,
Yes. I think that's where I put it. Might have accidentally moved it. Go for it. Why is Louise looking at them. It's like they're performing
and
for her.
Yes, and she keeps walking around, and she
keeps,
comes over to this side.
she like peeks around.
So wait a minute. I have a theory. Is it possible
It's in her head.
that she was already getting her witchy powers and she's making this happen?
Maybe.
This
Or
is
is
what
this
she
just a really
wanted it
shitty
to be.
movie?
This is what she wants the women's locker room to be like.
I
She
thought
wants
you were
more
going to say
entertaining.
maybe
Are you not entertained?
maybe her brother killed her, and this is all been Jacob's ladder scenario.
Yeah.
The cake he's eating is
Yeah.
actually her brain.
By the way,
Yeah.
did you catch he has like hey, that's next week. He has like 12 Pop-Tarts on a stick at one point.
How about that weird
that was
pizza
amazing.
thing he was making?
That
I don't
pizza thing
even-
almost made
There
me
was like,
throw
yeah,
up.
but how
There's
you gonna
like
get
that-
sauce on the wall?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make it a calzone because you ain't getting that pizza in the oven. You're gonna have
You're
to
right.
flip it over.
Well,
Yeah, you're right.
this family
It was this
seemed
big.
strangely super wealthy, so maybe they had
seem
a
like-
giant.
and they also seem drugged out
what do you
of their
mean?
mind.
Strangely, they're white in the '80s.
I was white in the 80s. We weren't rich. We weren't in movies. I got your point. I got your point. Yeah. And Dick Sargent, he was gay, right, in real life?
I don't know, but that's a great name.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sergeant Dick backwards.
Yeah.
Phone book.
And how is
Chef.
that?
That
And
was
by
the
the
chef.
way, did you know? Like, I like things to be
Damn it,
developed. That brother was not fat. So why is the mom hounding him about being fat and writing him about
Chubby
the food
cheeks.
all the
He's a
time?
chubby cheek kid.
Well, it's because he's constantly eating food, Rob, and making pizzas the size of this table covered
But he
in
wasn't
marshmallows.
fat. Like I think the
No,
mom
but he's
was
gonna
weird.
be.
The mom
He's
was
gonna be.
Stepford. She was a Stepford.
She was totally a Stepford. I think that's hot. This is a part of the podcast you don't know about. This is a part of the movie when I came.
Hey-oh.
It's always a segment on the show.
Summer day.
We are really knocking this
It's
movie
a
out.
segment on the show where I tell people when I
About your
ejaculated.
ejaculations.
And this is when I decided.
So, hot cheerleader? Not that hot.
Oh, and by
that
the
hot.
way, did you notice during the blonde who's supposed to be like the alpha female?
Yeah, the hot cheerleader.
Did you notice that she couldn't dance at all? So while
Yeah.
the others are
She
doing the
stood-
routine,
stood-
she stood in one spot with
Yeah.
no rhythm.
Propped against the wall.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she's too cool.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
What happens eventually is
all that choreography.
Louise gets ran off the road by her dream boy Brad.
Yeah.
Goes, whatever, falls down, gets up. Brad wants to check on her. Brad's girlfriend's the worst, and says no.
Her
They
acting
leave.
is the
They
worst.
leave her there, which means she's
She
strange.
is fine, Brad.
Brad's gonna visit me every weekend. Isn't it weird? Spoilers at the end. She ends up with Brad. He just goes and dances with her and starts making out with her. You don't ever see the reaction of his girlfriend.
No,
Yeah.
Ever.
20 times in the movie.
Yeah.
Something that would just infuriate any girlfriend,
Any girlfriend.
let alone an alpha girlfriend.
He takes her to a murder
It's all
serial
fine.
killer house at one point, makes out with her at least, makes her walk bare. Well, that's her choice.
Yeah.
When she took off
took
her
off the
shoes,
shoes.
I was like, she gets what she.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You get what you get after that. You're asking for it.
It's not what you got, it's what you give.
You start flaunting around bare feet.
You're asking
for it.
If you
That's
take
all I
your
gotta
shoes
say.
off in a murder house,
This podcast is brought to you by MAGA 2024.
if you take your shoes off in a murder house, you get
You
what
might be asking for
You
it.
get what, yeah. Oh my God, is that our new thing? Is that our new stand-up? You might be asking for it. Jesus Christ, we'd make $1 million overnight.
Or be shot in 3 days.
It might be worth it. As what's his name says in
I'm
Heat.
rich.
For me, the action is the juice. I don't know what that means. It's still one of my favorite lines ever.
That's Val, right?
No, it's what's his name? Michael Madsen.
Keaton.
Oh,
Not Madsen.
no,
Who is it? Michael.
Mandel.
Jay
Yeah.
Fox.
The guy that owns my pillow. They come up with a new share. We talked about that. I do love her friend, Polly Hatz.
Is it me, or did she seem like she actually maybe could have acted had they given her some decent lines
I'm
and
telling
parts?
you, she's great on Cheers.
Okay, because I'm gonna say I
She's
feel like
like
there's
Carla's,
times where I'm like, whoa, remember those games like on Sesame Street and stuff? What doesn't belong?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you don't belong in this movie because you actually have talent.
Well, Rob, if you're not extremely attractive, does anyone listen to you anyway?
Well, I don't
Might be
know.
the
I've
point
been
of the
cursed
movie.
with being extremely attractive my whole life, so I don't know.
She could have been acting her ass off. Did we even pay attention to her? No, we were looking at the hot chicks.
It's true. Poor Polly Hats. I love Polly Hats. But no, on Cheers, she's like Carla's whip snap, quick talking, put you in your place daughter.
That
Just
was,
like her mama.
great.
Whip snap. That's
Whip snap. That's what it's called when I ejaculate.
I keep forgetting this is midnight now. After midnight.
I love the. Oh, so she gets.
That's
the
Tenacious
He was
D.
going to
That's
let it
Tenacious-
all
that's from-
shoot out.
That's from a Tenacious D song. Whip snap.
Whip snap.
From a
I'll take your word for it.
something tail. And the beast was
She
done.
ends up at Poltergeist's house. Teen
Okay.
Witch.
I don't know.
Teen Witch ends up.
Tenacious D.
I don't know that song.
I don't either.
It's
There she is. Teen Witch ends up at Poltergeist's
Hey,
house.
look, that's how they shot the beginning of the movie.
Swear to God, that's
That's the
literally
focus.
that's the
It's from
focus
tribute-
of the
tribute.
entire movie. Oh, the tribute song.
yeah.
Then I don't remember Whip Snap being in that.
I do. Now that you said
Okay.
that part, I remember.
All right.
Whips with a whip stop. And he's like says it like
Something
that.
tail and the
Yeah.
beast was done.
Yeah. Anyway,
That does seem familiar.
yeah, it's very
Really not that big a deal. That made that-
So she ends up.
What was that? Did you hear him go Ozzy Osbourne?
I went- I went Trump actually. Trump, Ozzy. It's pretty much the same.
much.
Easy.
She has a flat tire.
Easy.
She makes it to
Ozzy.
Poltergeist's house, and Poltergeist goes to read her poem. She's like, "It's Poltergeist lady," so she's like, "Let me read your poem," and she's like, "Oh, you're a witch."
You're not a mark.
She shows her a.
the light, Suzanne.
I'm getting way off from. I'm getting way off my notes. But she like looks at her hand, says you're a witch, and goes and gets a yearbook from
1698 or 87 or some shit. Yeah. Stuff.
All new witches of the year, 1690. I'm like, oh, they had yearbooks back then.
And they were in the same.
I was gonna say
They were in the same class, right? In the 16, whatever.
Yeah.
Most likely to burn at the stake.
Which, by the way, all of a sudden I'm watching this. I'm like, so maybe they were justified in Salem.
Right.
I mean, like there really were witches. Like
They did this kind of stuff.
and they did this kind of shenanigans.
You know what? I went
tomfoolery.
to Salem the other day. I didn't see any of that stuff.
None of it.
None of it.
Yeah,
ABC Pub was there. They got good pizza.
they still have a Wendy's out there.
Yes.
So we get
Salem, Illinois. Salem,
it's her birthday, and they're
She's
singing.
gonna be 16.
She says when you turn 16, your powers will show up. They cut to it literally immediately. It's her birthday. You know what? Almost all the movies we watch have
And
in
all
common.
the fat brother wants is that piece
that
of cake.
cake. He just keeps
What a
licking
piece
that
of
frosting.
garbage.
Metaphor.
The things we have, the movies all have one thing in common. If they ever say anything, it literally cuts immediately to it. All those bad movies, like they'll be like, "Well, we need to be 16." Bam! She's
So
16.
instead of following the South Park, what's
Yes.
it got to be? Because
of this,
right?
Yeah,
Instead, they're just like,
and
she needs to be 16.
and
16.
16. No, there's
You're
no
16.
There's no lead up. There's
No,
no building.
No, Bill, it's like it's problem solved. There she is. But they're singing. Her family's singing. She's a jolly good fellow to her on her birthday.
Yeah.
Which really.
Yeah.
ahead of it. This movie
Really
was ahead of
bothered
its
me.
time.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I ask you guys a quick question before I forget? Is Brad?
Oh,
What's the word that I should use for diminished mental abilities?
Trump,
no.
Trumpish,
Well, let me give you an example.
Bidenish.
He goes to her room to be tutored. There is no furniture in the
chairs.
room.
First of all,
And they
why-
sit on the bed. Hang on, let me finish. Sit on the bed. Okay, if that wasn't message, then when she finally is like, okay, you don't get it, she goes and pulls the furniture
All out of
out,
the
and he
closet.
still doesn't get it. She's like, if you ask, I'll kill you. Don't ask.
First of all,
And I'm
how
thinking,
many people?
he wasn't. He has no idea what's going on.
How many people
an
asked
idiot.
about where all the chairs are? How many freaking chairs do you normally have in a room? She has one sitting
That's
right
what
by
I
the.
was-
Is
I
that
know.
not enough?
I know.
How
I
many
know.
does she normally have
I
in
know.
there?
you know how many chairs are in my bedroom?
Where'd all the chairs go?
I was gonna say, you know how many chairs are in my bedroom? No, wait, one. One I have a fan sitting on, so it hits me better when I'm sleeping.
But yeah, everybody that comes in the room is like, where'd all the chairs go?
I have one that
Where's the chair?
all
I pile clothes
the
on.
chairs implies a lot.
Yeah, or it's a chair, it's a clothes holder.
It's a clothes
thing, or-
holder, yeah. Nobody's sitting on
Yeah,
that
I
thing.
just so throughout the movie, I just kept
It's the
thinking,
it's the implication.
Brad is not.
It's the implication.
Brad does not have
One of my
the
favorite
IQ
all-time Sunny episodes. By the way.
of
No, not a clue.
An armadillo.
We cut to sex education class. Is this supposed to be ironic? Is it supposed to be? I don't understand. Are they actually?
condom.
Are they
Condom.
genuinely learning what a condom is?
No, that's they're being silly.
No, I have a
teenagers.
theory.
I have a theory.
I have a theory that it was going to break out into a song about condoms.
Yeah.
Really? Because I thought it was going to break into reproduction. No, Grease 2. Don't act like you don't know the words
That's
to
really
it.
though.
No
That's what I
clue
thought.
what you're talking about.
And I think that they were going to do it, and they were like, "It's too much like Grease. It's too much like Grease 2. We can't do it."
That
Because
might
they
have
literally
helped the
start.
movie.
She's like, "What is this?" And she has an umbrella. Not a very good
This
stand-in
is
for
a
Summer D.
Oh, and then we get to freestyling penis rap.
It's a schlong.
What are we doing- what are we doing
Bong,
over here?
bong.
I just want to interrupt. Can I talk about after this movie? There was a movie that came on that I was not aware of because and it had Rex Manning in it, and it was a vampire movie.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I wonder if he sang in it.
Sexy Rexy was in a vampire movie. I just throwing it
Is
out
he a
there.
vampire? Is
Yeah.
he,
So we may want
Wow.
to look into that.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
okay. Okay.
Rex Manning is a vampire?
Does he use baby oil? Then?
God, I hope so.
Does he rub baby oil on his chest?
Is
If
he
he
a
does-
cool writer?
I'm out. If he's cool enough, he could burn me through and through.
Whoa, yeah.
So there's just weird. They start chanting condom.
Yeah.
Condom. There's a rap about a schlong.
Yeah.
And then
I
we
started
get,
to write that whole thing down, and then I just stopped.
What's her name? Can't get a soda. I did like seeing that.
The Fonzie scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like seeing the old soda machine. That was fun. It won't come out. Here comes Brad. He's the Fonz. He hits it. Here comes his soda, and then he does such a jerk ass thing. He picks it up and like tosses it to give him like you just shook it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, can we talk about Brad's obsession with the color blue in his outfits?
It did-
Every
it did not dawn on me.
Blue
School
sweater,
colors?
blue jeans.
He's got the high school blue.
Oh, dude,
Oh, man.
he's obsessed.
notice
with
it.
Oh,
I didn't
Now
notice
that
it
you-
either. I mean,
now
I
that you-
believe you.
now that
100%.
you said it.
you have to go back and
Oh,
rewatch and
no.
find out
I don't think I can.
the obsession.
Spoilers.
Oh, I got to tell you, I thought this was going to be fun to watch, like that Chuck Norris movie.
No.
It was not.
It was a nightmare.
It was like horror to get through. Like there was parts where I'm like, it's only 90 minutes, and then like
It
I'm
didn't
like,
help that it was on Tubi.
oh,
And there
by
were
the way,
commercials in it.
Oh, I had no commercials because I think I paid for no
you paid for
commercials.
Tubi. I
It was
didn't know.
I didn't have any.
It was like 3 hours
It
long.
was like sticking a plunger on your butthole trying to get a boiled egg from your mouth all the way out. That's how atrociously bad.
It was like Cool Hand Luke.
Do you
trying to
guys
get all
not
the
do
eggs
that?
out of his ass. You don't shove a boiled egg down your throat
No, I do not.
to see how long it takes. I'll be in the bathroom for a while.
Was that Forrest Gump?
If it's that scene where Jenny molests him, makes him come in his pants, sure.
I was not ready for
That was Summer D.
That's Summer D. That's
Summer D
going out.
makes me feel.
Can't believe you guys haven't read articles about Summer D.
Never
Maybe
heard of
Google News just thinks I'm a pervert.
Maybe.
Soda machine. She finds the amulet somehow. I love the costume theater lady. She doesn't. So Louise doesn't get the lead role. She gets assistant to the costume mistress. Great part.
Absolutely.
But
There's no small parts. Just
She finds the amulet. That's right.
actress.
That's right. She finds the amulet, which unlocks her powers somehow.
Is it?
Just
Wait,
happened to
hold
be
on,
there.
hold on.
It found you.
So her 16th birthday really had nothing to do with it. It was all about the
It's all
damn
about the
amulet.
stupid amulet.
Yeah.
She goes back.
Well, she had to turn 16 for the amulet. Okay.
She goes back to find.
Had she moved to
madam.
Barbados, she would have never been a witch.
Oh no, the amulet.
Now what's up with the madam with Ghostbusters with Poltergeist?
Poltergeist lady.
She says she's a witch. She can't do.
Her power's gone.
Yeah, her
She's
power's waning and going out.
okay.
She has
But
the
That's
last
why she
bit.
said she's
Just-
been 16 like 3 times.
She's really the bad guy of the movie because she seems to be taking.
Yeah,
Louise's
she is
power.
not a good.
She's not a good role model.
no, teacher.
What's up
anything.
with that scene later where she's like, "Come here, darling."
Yeah, she sits on
and
her
she
lap.
sits on her lap, and we were like,
Yeah, but then they switch, don't
"This
they?
is ridiculous." And then they were like, "That was the only smart part of the movie." Right? It was like somebody was like, "You know what? You guys should switch." It would be because the audience is going to be like,
Yeah, because it looked like a 10-year-old girl sitting in a doll's lap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they switch, and it's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a horrible influence. She's like, make me money, give me a sex doll,
Make my house.
make my house
pimp.
modern.
Yeah. Everything.
Okay, last time Doc was on, we talked about sex dolls a little
that's
bit.
right.
Let's not get back into that again
You don't
because
talk about that.
Rob made it weird.
Now he did make it weird. He had to make it racist.
What the
Make it about
fuck
racism.
are you two talking about? What did I do?
We were just talking about sex dolls. You
Yeah.
turned it into a slavery
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, he did.
What?
We were talking about Summer D and sex
Do you
dolls.
not watch the dude's episodes?
I watched the dude's episodes, but I don't know how I became racist in this.
No, you tried to make us racist.
That's right.
Easy, Trump. I don't think if I'm trying to make you something, I think you did it yourself, and now
No,
you're projecting
no.
on me.
The amulet goes to work immediately.
Immediately.
We're almost out of time. It's a creepy nerd that shows up. Doc alluded to it earlier. Totally like tries to molest her. He's just a jerk.
Is he on cocaine? Because he remember once he gets in the car, he's just like.
Well, Brad says he was really out of his mind. There's a DJ at the dance. I just noted DJ at the dance is great. We keep cutting down
Wasn't he
for
like
some reason.
55 years
Yes,
old?
he's
He is amazing. He is amazing. The drum kit for the band when she goes to see.
double bass.
Yeah, dude, that was a great drum kit,
really
was it
was.
not? For
The band
a
was-
huge band.
I was impressed with the band. They had all matching amps, matching drums. Like everything was just kind of cool.
What was her name? Shayna?
I think that's from the next movie.
Shayna. No, Shayna.
Oh, hey, what's going on? We're getting a little video.
No, I'm just
on
messing
video.
with something here.
Every cool guy needs a popular girl.
That's right. There's a car scene.
Pretty sure that's a quote from the Dalai Lama.
Before or after
That
he was
sounds right.
in prison.
So I was like, Lama.
What's him and Trump got in common? They both went to prison.
Brad really gives her the tongue in that kiss, in that one kiss.
Oh my God. Oh no. Like boys.
Sorry, I don't know how long we can do that without getting in trouble, but
Yeah, a little bit.
I downloaded it. So even in here, I could pick it up and play a bit.
Did
of
that not
it.
sound a little bit like John Cougar? That guitar?
I'm gonna get you in a compromising position.
Okay. So it was pretty funny.
Could have been Brad's theme song.
Should have been.
It should have been the Nerd Rapers song, but okay.
Let's see here.
Brad was just smoother about it.
Oh man, we're almost out of time.
Oh,
Kitchen's so gross. Blah 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 blah. We get back there. Somebody says something about some weed. I wrote down.
Hang on.
She had that thing, no weed, no pot, no, like she named the same drug like 5 times.
So that's
right.
so the band. The
band.
band.
The band. Yeah. That's
The
right.
band where she hits puberty. The saxophone.
Oh man, this movie loves saxophone. It
The
was
saxophone
everywhere.
really ties the movie together.
It
I'm
really
not gonna
does
lie.
tie the
I'm not
movie
gonna lie.
together.
The saxophone.
That is such a good point.
Yeah.
I was making jokes about it to myself
Right.
the whole time, and then all of a sudden, the woman's on stage holding the sax. I'm like, man, they
Yeah.
really love the
Yeah,
saxophone.
They
the
do.
saxophone really tied this
Yeah.
entire
It-
movie together.
It did. The band really helped tie the movie
Yeah.
together. We always talk about
Shayna's band.
a good
Who
song.
knew?
A couple good songs can save a horrible movie. I'm not saying it saved this one, but it helped to have some fun music. Let's see. There's a car scene.
Is she regretting the spell, do you think?
Yeah, because she gets everything she
It's
wants.
so confusing. She gets everything she wants to the point though.
Everything she wants.
Listen,
That
like
before I finish this
everything
sentence,
she
they
needs.
agree with me.
I was pretty popular, king of the prom, but nobody was ever outside of my house.
I like the finger gesture.
Nobody was ever
thumbs and
like.
king of the
I've known
prom.
some popular
This
people.
guy.
I was king of several dances at other schools,
And
even.
Sadie Hawkins 2 times. Just saying, nobody was ever outside anybody's house that I ever knew. Well, it's not true, but not like a flock of people, a whole crowd of people.
Not like a flock of
I
seagulls.
was just waiting, just sitting here going, okay.
At
go
one
ahead,
point,
go ahead.
there's literally like 20 people that have a shanty town out in her front yard. They're like, we want Louise.
Well, it was the Reagan era.
Louise
so-
Mania. Louise Mania
trickling down.
is one of the signs. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it just me? And I think I'm onto what you're saying here. It felt like in the last 15 minutes, it's like they couldn't decide what this movie
Lesson.
was, and they went
Message.
like the
Yeah.
tone changed. Everything
Yeah.
changed in the last 15 minutes, like
We
a
know what to
completely
say.
different film.
If you have a bad third act, it's because you had a bad first act.
Okay.
Yeah. Back to where it all began.
Yep. The teacher goes through her purse. She has birth control, but she's not taking it yet. That's not how birth control works. You don't be like, I'm having sex tonight. Let's
Take a
start
pill.
taking it."
You know what you call that kind of birth control? Pregnancy.
She's like, I haven't decided yet. That kind of bothered me. The teacher calls her out. And then, I don't know much about voodoo dolls. But I don't think they work by. I
know.
You do. You got a lot of
I've been
practice.
in New Orleans 3 times.
Well, he's my expert right there.
You sound like my English guy eating sausages.
Sausage.
Jesus.
One of the greatest skits of all time. Kids in Hall, look it up. Sausages.
Let's see
Damn
here.
Canadians.
What did I have here? Navarro Wawa.
Dave Navarro, Wawa,
Are we talking about the fight?
Perry, and Dave. Is that what that's
Yeah. I just have James Cameron stole this from the Anunnaki.
And Teen Witch?
Yeah.
James Cameron
I have
ripped
no
off.
idea. It's just my note says Nomavier Sani Wawa.
You know what happened here?
Oh, it's the spell. It's the spell.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's telling
I was
she's
gonna
like,
say this was when he got cold
The
again too
Wawa,
often in
Wawa,
the house last
yeah.
night.
This is when I took some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Our last guest gave
Yeah,
me.
that was some of the spells. The Latin was sketch.
The Latin was very some of it was very obvious, but that one made me laugh. It
Yeah.
was Nomavari Samani Wawa.
Yeah.
Wawa,
Wawa.
Wawa.
The voice should have changed whenever they said wow wow. The real magic is believing in yourself.
She has her magic. She curses the cheerleaders. We get to
what it
see them
says.
fight each. That's right.
The fight at the pool.
The fight at the pool. They insult each other. Fortune teller makes her a F doll. Except his only problem is he's a frog when he tries to talk. I was saying, she doesn't seem to bother her that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Well,
Teacher,
she's
oh, yeah,
not
that's
after
reverse.
the conversation, I guess.
The voodoo doll. He goes through a car wash. Oh, we're out of time.
Ah,
You want to hear
WDBX.
the rest of the show, Carbondale?
So
I
sorry.
know you do. And you're falling asleep right now. Good night, good luck, and what am I doing? Edward R.
I was gonna say good night and good luck.
Good luck.
Easy, Burrow.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Here in Scheller, where the men are smart and the women are robust, and the children are smart and robust. That is a Simpsons reference about Prairie Home Companion. Good night, Carbondale. Thanks for listening. If you want to hear the rest of it, and I pray you do. Tune in to 2021
crap.
on YouTube or wherever podcasts are found. Good night. Now you can curse all you want to, Rob.
Well, I don't want to now that I can. It's not as fun.
The yard's full of people. That's what I already
It's
talked
like
about.
turning 21, isn't it?
She has a great stonewashed outfit that she's walking down the road in. Now, there's a scene where her,
Wait. I gotta say something. Okay, all these '80s movies try to show women wearing that skirt thing that goes above their pants, but it was like see-through.
yeah, it's like a little.
Okay, I didn't know
toot-toot thing.
anybody who actually wore shit like that. Like this
No,
is
that's
a
a
movie
Hollywood-
trope.
that's a
This is a
Hollywood thing.
movie trope. I never saw, and I knew people who were in the cool fashion age of the '80s.
Name
And
2.
your sister,
No.
Jules, was up on fashion in the '80s.
No.
Yes, she was.
I was more up on fashion.
Easy. Dude's fashion was way easier.
Steve Cavaricci, baby.
My point is,
God.
did you ever know anybody who wore the frilly see-through skirt
I
thing?
did, but I think they were just trying to.
Todd Snow.
Okay, Todd was cool though.
Todd was.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, did you know any like of the cool girls who ran around that everybody wanted to date that dressed like that?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, I find this trope tiresome and bothersome.
Well, it's 1980.
Free the '80s.
Shout out to
Ronald
Todd
Reagan.
Snow, bro. Where you been?
Yeah, for real.
Steve Snow's around.
Oh, yeah, and this is the part. So she goes to this. Brad and her have this fucking boat ride.
We're just gonna skip the Snows.
Drive me crazy. This boat is spinning like really badly, helping the focus a lot. And then they cut. You notice, and then they cut to the close-ups, and they're absolutely still.
Yeah.
It really bothered me. Just a simple thing.
Did
That's when he
anybody-
takes
Oh,
her
wait.
to the serial
Do you know when
killer
the
house.
teacher fell? Did anybody pay real close attention when the teacher fell
Yeah,
downstairs?
downstairs.
About halfway down,
Yeah.
he's 20 years old and has the cold black hair that's really short.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That was the only thing I enjoyed the entire movie
Yeah.
was that.
They put that 2.5 million to work. Oh man, the boat spins wildly. Yep, this thing's about over.
Thank God.
The dance.
She goes to a carousel.
Right
for some reason.
Yeah, let's back to where it all began.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why she went there.
She's rethinking. She's regretting her. She's regretting her choice. It's back to where it all began.
So,
Yes.
so how many times have we seen this movie?
She got everything she wanted.
You get
Brad's in
everything
love
you
with
want.
her.
It's actually a curse, and you
actually a
got to
curse.
get rid of it.
everything you want.
Really?
And everything.
her
you
friends
need.
turned against her. We skipped. We didn't even talk about top that.
We're all
probably
trying not to.
The probably most famous part of this. movie.
top that.
Top that. I don't give a about that. Stop that.
Stop.
Top
Please
that.
stop that.
Can you stop
I'm
that?
hot.
Top that.
You're not.
Like, what the hell? I mean, I
So
remember
bad.
being a
What's-
kid
we
and seeing
used to
this and being
quote
like,
that.
this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah, but we used to quote
Oh,
that
we had
shit
so
all the
much
time.
fun with
Oh
this.
my god. We'd be talking to like super hot chicks at fucking Burger King. You know,
Parking lot. That was our
parking
hangout.
lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And we would
Not
just
the
bust
restaurant.
into that. And we'd be like, stop that. Stop that.
No wonder
And they
women
would get
never
in their
liked
car and
us.
look at us and leave.
Oh dear God! They finally had the dance. Brad has asked her to dance. She said no. She don't want to go to the dance.
Right.
Someone kill you, bro.
She goes to see.
Don't ask.
She goes to see Poltergeist. Poltergeist has a brand new house that she's. It's like a modern house now.
And she's dressing all like
Yeah, she
chic
looks all
modern.
nice.
So this is
still
what
out
I-
of focus, but she's
So
dressing nice.
Poltergeist doesn't want to undo the one spell
Let's wait a few years.
because she has all
Let's
of this
see how
stuff.
this pans out.
But you can undo one spell and not the spell that gave her all her stuff.
You would think so.
There's
Gotta
clearly
be.
multiple spells here.
Jamie,
I'm not Raven, but I don't know.
you're trying to apply logic to Team Rich.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to apply my warlock knowledge to.
Oh, this is where she sits on her lap and they have the little heart to
Yeah.
heart. Cut to a drummer, the drummer for the sweet drums. Then immediately after, they cut to a very scared dancer. Did you see this
yes,
guy?
Yes.
He's, this guy. They cut to him. There's a girl here dancing. He's going to do this. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
I don't know. Speaking of prom
Freaking
dances,
Carrie, dude. We're gonna have to
Carrie.
get rid of Carrie.
I thought this was
Carrie.
this was a PG-13
Liaison down the road.
PG-13.
Travel.
I thought this was a bit of a PG-13 Carrie,
Okay.
except she doesn't take any revenge or hurt anybody.
Well, I like the carry that killed them all.
Yes, I killed them all, of course.
I always go
Have
with
you
the
watched
R-rated.
Chimp Crazy, by the way?
No, I've
You should
not
watch
heard of
Chimp
this.
Crazy. It's an HBO documentary. By the way, have you watched? This will be coming out pretty quickly, actually. Have you watched The Penguin? The first episode of The Penguin.
No, but I'm hearing it's like freaking amazing.
Dude, So here's the thing.
Like literally, I'm hearing everyone's
no
like, this
spoilers.
is insanely good.
No spoilers about The Penguin, because I don't think the next episode comes out till Sunday now. Like,
Yeah, they're doing weeklies, right?
Yeah,
They're
yep.
HBO. They're
Have you guys
sticking
watched
to
Big
it.
Brother?
Jesus Christ, man.
You guys
So
seen,
the new head of household.
Have
is-
you seen the new 90 Day Fiance The Other Way? I have. I've seen all of them. But no, there were some writing tropes in the beginning of it that annoyed me. And it was basically, you'll see it, it's like, we need an audience surrogate. There's a lot of ways to, like, it's hard to get that audience surrogate. Meaning,
someone has to knock up the audience.
that's right.
So in other
They
words,
can't
they
have
got
a
to do
baby on
like
their own.
over the top nudity or over the top violence or something to get us sucked in.
No, audience surrogate meaning, do you just write a character that has no knowledge of this world, so then you're constantly explaining this world to that person?
Okay.
It's just a writing trope.
That makes
But
more
aren't they
sense than getting
assuming
the
we all know
audience
this
pregnant.
world because of
It's harder to spread your sperm out.
Right.
Summer D
Yeah.
included.
But
Getting
aren't
the
they
audience
assuming
pregnant
we've all
so
seen
hard.
the movie and we know this, so we're already in this world?
Yeah, so a little bit of me was like, they don't necessarily need this. But then it actually works in favor of the story and the character by the end of the episode. And by the end of the episode, I was in, thank you, I was in like 99%.
Like
That's
Flynn.
all I'm hearing is how good this is.
Colin, I don't even want to say it because everybody's saying it. Colin Farrell's like unbelievably good.
Although
They
I
did
keep
this
seeing
trick-
people make a joke that
He's Tony Soprano.
yes, that's
Yeah.
but don't get me wrong, they're all raving, but they're like, this is another Tony Soprano.
We should have that
They
guy.
keep saying
They
that,
Play
but-
Tony Soprano. We should have him on the show.
that would be
Gandolfini.
great.
I'd love to
Yeah.
interview Gandolfini.
Man, I see. He might be a little.
Brains.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard he's not.
for his, one of the zombie movies, we should bring him on. for his
Oh, I was
opinion.
gonna say I heard that he's not like
Well.
as fiery as his persona.
It's because everybody I want on the show to interview is dead.
Yes, that's right. But no, I really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it, and
We should have
yeah, it
Diddy
was,
on
now that could be arranged.
Who?
for $35
Yeah.
and a bottle of baby oil.
Nonetheless,
Oh,
by the way, she gives her friend the powers to go rap with those guys. She never talks to him again until the school dance. She
Yeah.
pretty much abandons her friend. Keeps abandoning her. They never
Right.
make back up.
But her friend really kind of abandons her too.
She does.
She's
too
jealous.
much. She does one
Let's
of those runaway.
bring that up.
she's one of those
Everybody's always
runaway screaming
everybody's
scenes.
always so pissed at the kid that goes from nothing to everything, and then nobody looks at the kid that was with that kid that abandons that person too.
That's true. Well, Polly Hat's got
When I
hers.
when I
She
win
got
the lottery,
dance.
we can record that because I will leave you guys with nothing,
I knew that.
and you guys will just be like, "What the?" And I'll be like, "See, you're jealous."
What is Poltergeist doing at the dance? By the way,
Yeah, I know. That's kinda
Chaperone,
creepy.
baby.
but she has nothing to do with school.
No one's ever even seen her before.
You can't just show up to a
You're a
school
witch,
dance.
baby.
Wait a minute.
Chaperone.
I'm gonna argue against that. This is the '80s.
That's true.
No, seriously, like everybody walked in. I mean, I think you could have walked in with a gun and
she's
no
a
one
witch.
would have thought much of it.
She's
Like,
a witch.
"Ah."
She can cast a spell to get in.
Like, who's this fat 8th grader that just came in here? She throws, so Louise is fed up. She throws the amulet away because she doesn't think that she deserves the thing she got.
Is the kid doing a robot or not?
After we watched it, like literally 5 hours later, I was like, I forgot to look for the robot. Michelle's like, what are you
I
talking
forgot to look for it too.
There's a guy doing a robot when she throws the amulet, apparently. Couple told us to look
it's
for it.
right in there.
Is it the
though.
guy from
It's-
Chappelle's show?
it's a-
It just appears in
Yes,
sketches.
yes. So yes. So it's right whenever she takes the amulet off, throws it, the slow song starts. There's a guy in the background with this freaking G ass sweater, and he's just like to the slow song, and Lacey's like, I think he's just really bad at dancing. I'm like, I think he's doing a robot.
Slow motion
So it
robot.
was yeah.
You should always keep in mind that when you see a bunch of people dancing on a movie,
There is no music.
there is no music. It's just somebody going 1, 2, 3.
Which really tells us how great Footloose was.
I have.
They usually
Did
have
anyone
music
notice
playing, then
that
they try
some
to
of the
match the
kids,
tempo,
some
if
of the
they're a
kids
decent movie.
only are in the dance scenes?
Oh yeah,
It's almost like they hired professional dancers instead of just.
it's good all of a sudden.
It's weird.
That's,
Which
that's
would
strange.
Yeah.
That they would do that.
I don't think they would do that. They're 2.5
Just for the
million. Brad and her dance
Not actual
without
actors.
the magic. The girlfriend doesn't. Brad's girlfriend does nothing.
I think she just doesn't exist.
she vanished.
Yeah, she just vanishes essentially because like
Hey,
literally.
where did the nerd
If you
go? Remember she had him vanished? Did we ever find out where the nerd went?
She tells Brad, I told him to leave me alone, and he disappears.
And so no one cares that he could be like in. He
dead.
could be with like Beetlejuice
Dead.
on.
I was gonna
Saturn
say,
or whatever.
dead.
I imagine that she's like Raven, and she just vanished into a void, where he's just floating around in blackness, being like,
I love Raven.
But yeah, so that's it. She kisses Brad. His girlfriend disappears.
So question: did she give up her powers forever, or will she just use them more judiciously now?
Yeah. Because everyone that has power uses their power judiciously.
I'm just saying. Is that what she learned the lesson? Message.
right.
Dirty dancing type ending, by the way.
Oh, very,
yeah.
very much. Yeah.
They had the time
without
of
the
their
dance moves. They did.
With condoms.
Yeah, nobody puts Louise in a corner. All right, well, it comes time of the show when we ask ourselves, did this movie really tie the room together? I'm going to say it's one of the first ones. No, the second one. It did not.
Thank you. God,
It
thank
did
you.
not tie it together. There's parts of it that I love, My advice is watch clips on YouTube. You'll probably be happier watching the highlights.
We can
than-
earmark those clips for you. So
Yeah,
you don't have to
there's
listen.
like
or just
two.
us talking about it, honestly, was more entertaining than the movie, in my mind.
If you
But,
want to know how cringy the movie is, just look up Top That on YouTube and watch that raps
Yep.
battle.
Yep.
watch Top That. Watch a couple scenes with the Madam with Ghostbusters.
Watch
herself.
I Like Boys.
Watch I Like Boys. Watch Ghostbusters. Poltergeist.
Yeah, be
Poltergeisters.
careful Googling I Like Boys, though. I was going to say,
Put your safe search on, or at least blur it.
because
Okay, Pookums.
that could go awry.
I would go ahead and put I Like Boys Teen Witch movie. Like add the safe word.
Very specific.
Yeah, Rob.
Very
Add the word
specific on
teen
that.
to it. That'll help a
Teen
lot.
Witch movie.
Yeah, add the word teen. I like boys, comma, teens.
Because
It said comma.
you can get sent to the Philippines real freaking quick here.
Why the Philippines?
Teens, comma, which one?
Or Thailand. Thailand, I guess. Thailand.
So now I need to spell because people are that fucking stupid.
yes. People,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Are you not a teacher? Do you not run into
You're right. You're right.
in the South?
Spell you later.
Spell you later.
That's the new American catchphrase.
I'm gonna tell you,
You can have that, by the way.
I literally wanted this to be fun. I wanted it to be fun.
It was so- it was-
I
I did
thought
too.
it was going to be fun.
It was
too.
such
I
a
made
dread.
jokes
We were all
for
so
like 10
excited.
minutes.
We were
all so
and it was
excited.
over. It
We were
was
so excited to watch this movie because we all watched it as kids.
Yeah, we thought it was
we were
gonna be
like, "Oh,
great.
this is going to be so hilarious." It was not hilarious. It was
Had a couple
absolutely
scenes that were, like, kinda
watching
funny.
freaking taffy being made. Just it was painful. It was slow.
Honestly,
it was
the only real enjoyment was seeing the nostalgia clothes, the 5.0 Mustang, which Rob, you commented last night.
Never cool.
Never was cool, but kind of nice seeing it.
I would rather watch Can't Buy Me Love and Mannequin
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, now first
as
of
a
all,
double feature.
Mannequin 2 is also.
Okay, hang on. I
insanely
love
good.
Can't Buy Me Love. I will admit it. I
yes.
love it.
It's
Mannequin,
phenomenal.
I'm scared to go back and watch because
No, it holds
It's
up.
fun.
It holds
It's
up.
fun.
Okay.
Both of
Well,
them.
here's the
Part
thing: is
two, I
of
think,
all
holds up
of
even more.
all
Holds up.
the
It's
Brat
crazy.
Packers, Andrew McCarthy is the one I like least.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to get into him sometimes. but-
McCarthyism.
Yep, McCarthy. Beat me to it. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. New subscribers. We don't have any new ones. That's all we lost a couple.
They're like, shit.
They're like, oh, this
They're
is
gonna
what
do
this
Teen
is?
Witch?
This is
No,
why they
man.
called me in
you later.
Sweeps Week. I'm
That's right,
supposed to like
Sweeps
come in
Week.
and try to bring something.
You're gonna be back next week too.
Yes,
we're doing
yes.
next week for everybody. We're doing the return
Yes.
of the Living Dead.
God, I hate that movie,
If
but I'll do it.
If you haven't noticed, the Halloween things are up.
Spooky.
5. We get 5. We started out with Teen Witch. The least. So this is my plan. I want to go up to the 5th. Can the 5th movie be like hard effing? Oh, we're right off radio. Can the 5th movie be like hard fucking core?
Yes.
Okay.
I
What do you
don't
mean?
care, dude.
Like,
Bring it. I love Halloween movies.
like
Like
Slasher.
Terrifier 2.
Make it her. Just absolutely.
Dude, Terrifier 2 is about as horrific as it gets. I was gonna say.
Should we add
what
Shroom?
about the Reagan movie that came out? Is that too far? Is that too scary?
That's too far, dude. That's too far.
You know,
just
I don't
wanna
like
make
real life.
You start talking about trickle down. It's way horrific.
okay.
Terrifier 2. Right.
Okay.
Have you seen any of Terrifier 2?
I don't like horror. You know I'm not.
Have
seeing
you
this.
seen any of Terrifier movies at all?
I probably. I can't guarantee I have, but I'm
If
gonna.
you've seen Terrifier movies, I think you would remember. It's about a guy named Art.
Oh, so you know me now? Is that?
Yep, that's right. It's about a guy named
You don't know me like that.
named Art the Clown. It's very memorable. If you've seen any of them, they're probably like the most horrific movies that are being made these days.
Okay. So they're new movies.
They are brand new movies.
So no,
and
I
we're breaking our nothing after 2000 rule for Halloween. So okay, I'll find.
Have you seen the movie
will
Shrooms?
not watch this.
No, I've never seen Shrooms. I've taken a bunch,
Oh, we should do that.
possibly.
It's a horror movie on shrooms.
Oh, okay.
So the visuals
Do you
are
have
there.
to eat mushrooms?
No.
Oh, would it help?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Bad trip written all over that.
There's a lot of visuals made into the movie,
Okay. Well,
but it's a
definitely
horror
possibility.
movie where everyone's on shrooms.
Oh, there's your guy's favorite. Look at him.
There's
made
the
the
guy,
movie.
that piece of garbage.
Look at the kid's skinny, and his mom's
Yeah.
riding his ass. And by the way, that mom,
Guess what?
She just gave me the creeps every time she came into the scene. Like
don't
she's over the top. Hi, kids.
So this kid grew up to become. He's had a lot of. He's sold
Marilyn
some
Manson?
scripts. He is part of Leo's. He's part of Leo's. What they call. I learned
DiCaprio?
This, yeah, Leo DiCaprio. I learned this from How This Get Made.
Summer D posse.
Yes, he's part of their what they call the Pussy Posse.
Yeah.
He's in Leo's Pussy
can
Posse.
see that.
That kid right there hangs out with Leo, banging mods on the reg.
I could see it. I could see it.
which goes to
ladies.
prove
He's like, hey, ladies.
we are living in a nightmare.
He's like, nobody will ditch you. You're a dog.
You're a dog.
All right.
How about-
watch that part? Watch the kids part. If you can find a compilation of him, go for it without baby oil.
A little teaser for the next one.
Uh-huh.
It's not a bad question, Joe.
Hey, here's a teaser for the next one. You guys ever think about dying?
Being surrounded by a bunch of old men, taking
What'd be the most
I'm telling
horrific
you
way
right
to
now that is the
Taking
greatest scene
small
of
bites
the
out of
film.
you.
But anyway, whatever. I remember this from a long
Spoilers
time
for
ago.
next week. Eastwood might. Next week. All right. See you next time.
Nanu, nanu.